What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Jefferson Bursky, and welcome back to another story of the My Digital Escape audiobook chapters. And we're doing two of them this time, called Azrael's Scheme and Miguel's Retribution. So let's start off with Azrael's Scheme. Jeffrey decided to go with Azrael to wherever she wanted him to talk to her at. Jeffrey enters her car and the four of them head off. Azrael, so Jeffrey, how have you been these years ever since, well, you know what happened between us? Jeffrey, in a annoyed tone. Well, I had to deal with a bunch of stuff, from an envious housemate who is now dead due to fighting people on a virtual reality game. Wow. Well, the reason why we brought you with us in the car is because we want to try and trust you more on your stuff and journey altogether, Zavia. Yeah, it's getting really tough for us. Jeffrey, really now? You're the person that installed my favorite blue engine, Thomas. Zavia quiets down as she felt guilt mixed up with resentment towards Jeffrey when he stood up to protect Thomas the tank engine. Lyle, so, did you hear about the recent event regarding John Cena? He turned heel recently and beat the ever-living crap out of Cody Rhodes. Jeffrey, yeah, I heard about it, especially when you are a Thundercats fan. Lyle, in a cocky attitude. Well, I do have other interests like He-Man and Transformers. Jeffrey, which is where you got your nickname. Lyle, ding ding, give the green boy a prize. Lyle laughs at uncontrollable laughter, which bugs Jeffrey. Azrael, never mind them both. They haven't been the same since last year when something was broadcast unexpectedly on a satellite that is connected to their TVs, iPhones, and computers, etc. It was a broadcast of a horror video or a variety of horrific stories that involved you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, horrific stories that involved me? Like what do you mean by that? Azrael, well, there was one story that we saw from perception of what Jessica explained to us of how you became vengeful after we humiliated you in 2020, Jeffrey. We didn't know the consequences until it was too late. Zavia, yeah, and there was another one where someone you knew watched a supposedly lost episode of My Little Pony where you appear in it, but the episode was very violent and dark. Lyle, and I saw a vision of one of the broadcasts of this horror documentary where I was biofused or anthrofused into the white line that you see right now. Jeffrey, pondering, in a pondering tone. And what about Archer and the others? Do they remember anything what happened regarding to me? Do any of them know what I suffered from for years on end? Azrael, we'll get to him later as soon as we arrive at our destination. Soon the car arrives at a building, a white house that looks like it was some built in Texas. They all walk out to see a bunch of cars lined up. They enter the building to see a bunch of Jeffrey's Ponytown friends looking at Jeffrey with a smile on their face. Jeffrey, what is going on here? Azrael, I called them all here to check on how you are, as well as a special someone who might remember you, Jeffrey. Just then, a young woman or female figure with blonde hair mane appears and sees Jeffrey. It was Bestia/Felicia, the one that Jeffrey wished for at Haven. Bestia/Felicia, hey Jeffrey, remember me, old friend? Jeffrey, yes I do. I have to thank you for helping me out in those rough times. Bestia, no problem, now let's party. Everyone is partying until it is time for a race for them. Jeffrey and 14 other players are taking part in this race. As there's 3 races in total, the light turns green and everyone runs on track. Jeffrey and another player named Joshua, who turned out to be Jeffrey's childhood rival, were both in front while the others were not too far. Meanwhile, a certain camera is homing in on one of the racers. A delinquent named Christian presses the button and an electromagnetic pulse hits a indigo unicorn wearing the wizard outfit. Christian, crap! I just shot one of my friends with that electromagnetic pulse emitter. Damien in the background is cheering Jeffrey on as Jeffrey is trying his hardest to win the first race. Meanwhile, in the building, the electromagnetic pulse camera is given to Lyle and he tries to shoot a pulse at Jeffrey. Lyle, that stupid brat missed the kill point on purpose while talking to us in the car. Let the old man teach him a valuable lesson. That naive kindness will get him killed. However, someone was secretly following them. It was Blue Note. He battles Lyle, causing the pulse to hit someone else, which was Carlos. After Carlos was hit, Jeffrey and Joshua were neck and neck, but Jeffrey wins at the end of the race. Jeffrey, yeah, looks like I'm going to win the next and final race, which is after this one. Joshua, that is impossible. Just then, both of them, as well as others, hear ambulance sirens as two nurses run to check on the hurt racers. Jeffrey, oh no. Meanwhile, at the house, Miguel Silva disguised himself as another pony and is in Azrael's office. Sylvia, a toast to the ownership of Gatorade sports drinks as soon as we find out what their secret ingredient is. Blue Note knocks Lyle down before fleeing. Lyle, blast, he got me good. I must contact the others. Blue Notes runs back to talk to Jeffrey of what drink he'll be drinking for the final race, which is coming up soon. Blue Notes. So, Jeffrey, what are you going to drink as your drink for the next race, which is the second and final race altogether? Jeffrey. Gatorade. Every delinquent in Azrael's office gasps in anger. Delinquent, go get. Did he just say Gatorade? Christian. Yeah, he did. Giovanni. What will we do? Azrael, we cannot let Jeffrey win the race as well as have him keep everyone safe and for him to protect the Gatorade brand and aura. Jeffrey Sambursky must be killed. Miguel Silva, no! Just then, Miguel's disguise wears off and the delinquents see him. Azrael, it's the White Alicorn, Jeffrey's accomplice! Miguel fights off the delinquents and runs to alert Jeffrey of Azrael's evil plot. Miguel makes it to lots of people interviewing Jeffrey for his victory. Miguel's shouting, Jeffrey, they're gonna kill you! Jeffrey sees Miguel, but didn't get the memo, but walks forward to what he was saying, but sees a different being in Miguel's place. He sees a changeling wearing a black suit with a big eye. It was FNGR, who had become a delinquent too. FNGR, I said, Jeffrey, you killed out there. You're the best. Jeffrey in confusion. What? I thought Miguel was there. Jeffrey's pulled back into the interview. FNGR in evil tone. And you shall be finished at the finish line. The delinquents take Miguel and toss him into the back of a trailer and knock him out with sleeping gas. Miguel passes out and falls asleep. And now for the second half of this two-chapter video. 2 chapters in one video. Miguel's Retribution. Miguel Silva finds himself in a black void, seeing events from the past like his interactions with Jeffrey, as well as him requesting to make other art for him, as well as a few arguments, as well as a vision of Adam telling him to go find Jeffrey before a vision of Miguel hitting a gong repeatedly indicates that Miguel was waking up inside a clock. But he wasn't alone, as 2 others were also captured, which were Al's and Gib. Al's explains that both of them were captured as they sensed Miguel was ready to alert Jeffrey, but the 3 of them were captured by Azrael's minions. Miguel, where am I? Gib, you're in London, Miguel, inside Big Bentley. Al's, both of us were also captured by Azrael's minions, shortly after Jeffrey chose Gatorade as his energy drink choice. Miguel, is Gatorade dangerous? Gib, no, it's not. It's a safe drink and is much more safer alternative to drinks like Prime. It doesn't have steroids in it, but it does have electrolytes to help people feel better if they're not feeling well. It's a good benefit to Gatorade itself as it keeps people hydrated. Giovanni, glad to see the 3 of you are awake. We snuck a bomb in Jeffrey's crew pit. Instead of him going and saying, yes, quite, he's gonna go kaboom. Christian, yeah, we were fed up by Jeffrey getting all the spotlight and we were ignored. And when that Jeffrey got the wish of Haven, we couldn't play the game as we never were sent digital sunglasses or EVE helmets in real life. Both leave the 3 friends of Jeffrey stuck in the clock. Miguel looks at Al's and Gib in guilt. Miguel, this is my fault. I should have never split from Adam when Jeffrey was fighting Grogar. Gib, no, it's not. We're going to find a way out of here. Al's, wait, Miguel, you're an alicorn. See if your wings are free from the rope, as well as your horn. Miguel uses his magic to escape the rope and runs out of the clock to find Jeffrey. Meanwhile, Al's and Gib are also escaping but see a horseshoe that belongs to Miguel. Meanwhile, Jeffrey's at the racing track with Joshua and the others. Jeffrey's friends show up. Jeffrey, Twilight, what are you doing here? Twilight, we were checking in to see on how you're doing. Jeffrey, I'm doing good, but I don't know where Miguel's at. Applejack, well, don't worry, Sugar Cube. He should be fine. Sonata Dusk, agreed. He should be finding his way back. Jeffrey, I sure hope so. Princess Celestia and Princess Luna are also at the podium, and they give the signal for the final race. The lights turn green and the racers are off running. Jeffrey's in the lead and is taking a good lead compared to Josh, who is slacking as he begins to falter. He trips and loses a bit of traction. A lot of it. Joshua watches as a bunch of other racers pass by him. Just then, Miguel Silva walks into the race pit to where Jeffrey's friends are and are about to alert him about that there is a bomb that Jeffrey shows. But Jeffrey shows up after getting ready for the final lap. Miguel, everyone get out! There's a bomb in here! Gib is on the walkie-talkie. Miguel, do you hear me? The bomb is on you, behind your horn. They knew that you were going to alert Jeffrey and his friends. Miguel grabs an electric shaver and shaves some of his mane off to see the bomb glued onto his head. However, it's not counting down. Jeffrey, Miguel, what's going on, man? Miguel, stay away! Miguel runs into the track with Jeffrey in pursuit. Jeffrey grabs Miguel's hoof, but Miguel speeds up, pulling Jeffrey past the finish line, causing Jeffrey to win the race. However, they keep going as they end up in London's town square. Miguel, listen, Jeffrey, there's a bomb on me! Gib shows up with Azrael, who has been caught by Gib and Al's. Azrael, you may have caught me, but I swear, each one of you will end up in flames, especially when the bomb goes off. Miguel, deactivate! Bomb voice denied. The bomb begins to count down. Azrael, did I forget to mention that it can only be disarmed by the one that activated it? Miguel, then say it. Azrael, deactivate. Bomb voice denied. The bomb skips a minute. Soon, Azrael's minions show up and it's a big fight, but Miguel takes Jeffrey to Princess Celestia. They arrive there, where Celestia is talking to a pony named Mr. Lopez, not related to George Lopez. Miguel, someone is sabotaging the races and harming ponies and other racers and... Oh, wait, Your Majesty. Miguel bows down, to which reveals the bomb. Celestia's guard. Bomb! It's a bomb! Everyone get out now! Citizens begin to flee and scream. Jeffrey, just get to it, Miguel. Miguel, okay, I will. It was him. Point to Mr. Lopez. Mr. J. Lopez. What? How is it me? Miguel, I saw by the design of the glue that you put on me, and judging by the sign of the ring on your horn, Mr. Lopez. Insane you are! Deactivate! Bomb voice. Bomb deactivated. Have a nice day, Mr. J. Lopez. They look and see that Mr. Lopez had the same glue on him. Mr. Lopez, as well as Azrael's minions, are arrested, but Azrael escaped, meaning that she's still out there. Mr. Lopez, how did the white alicorn figure it out? Jeffrey, it's official, Miguel. You are coming to all my races from now on. Miguel Silva, I knew that you would win that race. Jeffrey paused in shock and is still confused. Wait, I won? A little while later, it shows Jeffrey walking Miguel up to Celestia and Camelot. Celestia, I hereby dub you Sir Miguel Silva, and I also dub you, Jeffrey, as a equestrian chairman. Jeffrey, see, look at that, Miguel, we both achieved something. Miguel, yeah, it looks like a good time to solve who tried to cause a murder case but failed. Everyone laughs, and their laughter is heard from outside while Azrael, Lyle, and Zavia are at, and they are enraged that their plan to kill Jeffrey failed. Just then, two guards catch Zavia and Lyle and arrest them, while Azrael flees only to find Jeffrey looking at her. Jeffrey, oh, Azrael, or should I call you by your old name, Ruza? You never changed. Azrael, no, but please, I'll do anything. Jeffrey, guards, take all three of them away. Later, at Jeffrey's mansion, Jeffrey is watching a video and sees the White Lion being anthro-fused/biofused into Diesel 10. Lyle, crossovers will never happen! They will never happen! His voice is silenced after that. Jeffrey, actually, crossovers can happen. They are allowed to happen. Author's note, the next chapter is coming soon. Hey there, guys and gals, it's me, Jeffrey, again, and I hope you enjoyed that 2 chapters in 1 story of this. I know you might be recognizing the Cars 2 reference with the whole race in London, as well as, like, the bomb and all the delinquents and stuff, but the reason why I had to, implement the White Line being turned to Diesel 10 is because, Paul's Vids is making a third Shed 17 film called Sodorland, and I'm really curious to see what that movie will be like in like when it gets released. Like we don't know the specific release date, but I know it's said to come around this year, 2025. So I know Diesel 10 is gonna be in it, and I could sworn last year I heard a voice where it's like I could swear I heard the White Lion's voice saying crossovers will never happen. It's like I implemented that into the story. So hey, coincidence that it came from visual or auditory hearing of something supernatural or from the future. Now it comes to the present day. So looky that. Anyways, I will visualize this into its visual adaptation soon. So yeah, I'll visualize these chapters into its visual adaptation. I have to make a few more characters in order to do that though. As well as get a few more scenario places like let's say London or Canterlot, just all that stuff. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you on the next one.